Hi everyone and welcome again. My new lesson today is about percentage. I want everyone to understand in a clear and simple steps how to work out the percentage. So percentage really what it means is a fraction of a number. The general formula for a percentage, a% of a b, a is a number, b is a number, is a times b divided by 100. I will give an example. The example, let's say, for example, 12% of, let's say, 150. There is a discount of something cost 150 by 12%. What is this 12%? So to apply the formula, what I will do is easy. This number and this number, I need them. Then I need an extra 100. I will come here and put a line, 100 here. Then I will multiply the two numbers. 12 times 150. 12 times 150 divide by 100 equals 18. I applied the formula. 12% of 150 is 12 times 150 divide by 100. 12 times 150 is here, divide by 100, which is 18. You can work it out in your calculator. I would say, for example, an easy way, let's say 10% of 140. 10% of 140 equals 10 times 140. 10 times 140 divide by 100 equals 10 times 140 is 1400. Divide by 100, simplify the zeros, equals 14. You can put this in a calculator to test it. So straightforward. The easy way to do it is if you remember the formula. A percentage of B is A times B divided by 100. Any number, a percentage of any number is that number times them together, times the numbers together, and divide it by 100. You will get the answer. That's the general formula. But if you want to make it in your mind without using the formula, I will start with easy one. Let's say 1%. 1% of any number. 1% is any number is that equals that number, let's say, of same number, 140. Same number divided by 1, which is that number, and divide by 100. So will be 1 times 140 divided by 100. That is 140 divided by 100. So simplify, will be 14 divided by 10, which is 1.4. So if you look at the number 140 and 1.4, what happened really, just the decimal point was here and moved backward by 2 places. So 1% of, let's say, 372. What we have to do, 1%, is move the decimal number from here to here to here. I'll do it in colors. So decimal number is here. Decimal point is here. Move it here, then move it here twice. So 1% of any number is moved the decimal place 2 places back. Will be 3.72. Then 10%. 10% of any number is moved the decimal place 1 step backward. So 372. 10% of 372 equals 37.2. Just move it backwards. Then 20%, really just double 10%. I can say, for example, 20% of 60. We know 10% of 60 is move the decimal place backward. 10% is 6. 10% plus 10%. So 20% is 10% plus 10%. 10% of 60 will be 6. Then another 10% of 60 will be 6. 6 plus 6 equals 12. This is 20% of 60 is 12. 50%. 50% is very easy. 50% of any number is equals half of that number. Half. What am I writing? Half of the number given. Example, 50% of 78. So 78 divided by 2 is half of 78 equals 30. My mind is lost. 78 divided by 2. So 35 plus 3. 35, 36, 37, 38. Am I right? 35 plus 4 is 39. 39. So 50% of 78 is 39, which is half of 78. 50% is very easy to work out of, let's say, 88 is half of 88, which is 44. So it's really straightforward and easy to work out the percentage of any number. You can do it in breaking it down 1%, 10%, 20%, and it goes like that, 50%. But the easy and straightforward, if you have a calculator, it just multiply the two numbers together and divide it by 100. Remember, multiply the two numbers together. 12% of 150 is 12 times 150. Divide by 100, which is 18. 20% of 60, instead of doing this, is 20 times 60 divide by 100. 10% of 372 is 10 times 372 divide by 100. You get the same answer. 1% of 372 is 372 times 1 divide by 100. You get this answer. And so on. 10% of 140, if you want to apply always the formula, is 10% of 140 is 140. What is this doing there? 140 times 10 divide by 100. You get 40. 50% of 88 is 88 times 50 divide by 100. 50% of 78 is 78 times 50 divide by 100. You get the same answer. And so on and so on and so on. It is very easy as usual. It is very easy. And if you want any explanation or any help, don't hesitate to get back to me. Thank you very much. Bye.